And here they are, the Cherry Bomb.
Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of the Cherry Bomb is wearing number 13. Sweeter than candy and tougher than leather, Cherry the Law Chainsaw. The co-captain of the Cherry Bomb is wearing number 240. She wants to win, and she wants to win now. Veruca Assault. Wearing number 77, meaner than a sack full of Randy Werewolves, Ginger Scraps. Wearing number 03, pour her a drink, make sure it's a double, Stolly Rocks. Wearing number 666, they say good things come in small packages, but I beg to differ, Evil Incarnate. Wearing a pentagram on her back, she comes from below, she's Heathen. Wearing 1812, coming at you louder than an overture, Lucy Cannon. Wearing 00, today is not your lucky day, Lucky Harm. Wearing T42, her bar tab isn't the only thing she didn't pay for, Dinah Dash. Wearing number 67, she'll shake you harder than a tambourine, Daisy May Damage. And on the injured reserve list this evening, Law Baby and Polyurethane. Ladies and gentlemen, the Cherry Bombs. Right now coming to the track, the as yet undefeated Las Putas del Fuego. Mike and Chola and Jalapeno want to wish a very special and Cha-Cha as well, a very special Mother's Day to their mothers who are in attendance this evening.
It is the Mother's Day Massacre.
Now the Putas make their way to the track. Let's see if I can translate these back into English for the evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the captain of the Putas, wearing number 68. Do not, I repeat, do not ask about the teardrop. Chola! The co-captain of the Putas, wearing 721, hot enough to make a grown man cry. Jalapeno! Wearing number 33 with 16 inches of steel in her leg, she's our very own bionic woman, Cha-Cha! Wearing 9.5 inches, she's more woman than you'll ever be man, Venus Envy! Wearing number 14, the Southern Belle comes from the deep south, Hell's Bell! Wearing number 66, she's a bad mother,
Sienna Supoka.
But I'm talking about Chingona! Wearing number 1, if your man has wandering eyes, you better believe she has wandering hands, Sancha! Wearing dollar signs on her back, you can't afford her, so don't even ask, Lada Dinero! Wearing 451, hotter than hell, it's Death Valerie! And I'm not sure what jersey number you're wearing this evening, but she's looking to add Best Bruise to get her tiara, Miss Amerikill! On the injured reserve list this evening, Bones, Huela, Genocide, Lunatic. Ladies and gentlemen, Las Putas del Fuego. Oh, Mike, I didn't even know I could say all that stuff in English.
Well, you know, English is your first language, isn't it?
Quite true, sir.
At this time, I'd like to bring up Kelly Neuenschlosser.
Neuenschwander there, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for our national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's roll. Thank you, Kelly. That was beautiful.
Mike, once again, thus proving that they'll probably never allow us to sing the national anthem ever again.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. You know, Tim, Kelly went through tryouts the other night and has been accepted into the training squad. So not only can she sing, but she can skate too.
That's fantastic, Mike. Apparently, we've had tryouts the last 2 weeks in a row, and we've accepted 30 new recruits. And
Out
over
of
the next
68 tryouts,
right. And over the next 90 days, they'll be whittled down to an elite pack of only 8 girls. Well, Mike, it looks like the girls are out on the track and ready to roll.
And they are in formation. The jam cannot start until the pack is in formation, with a pivot from each team up front, 3 blockers in the middle, and 2 jammers in the back. You see the jammers right now with the stars on their helmets. They must make their way through the pack, get out in front. They'll come back around. They will get 1 point for every opposing team player that they pass.
Mike, excellent takedown there. Chingona trying to smack Lucky Harm into the rail there. Lucky Harm, the jammer for the Cherry Bombs. Chola jamming for the Putas.
Oh, and Lucky Harm makes it through with Chola right behind her.
That's right, Mike. Lucky Harm, now your lead jammer.
Chola is right on her tail as they come into point scoring position. Tim, the Cherry Bombs definitely not making it very easy on Chola getting through the pack that time. Let's see if the blockers can do their job and help their jammer through as she's going up high on the high side and makes a full jam and calls off the jam by placing her hands on her hips.
Mike, Lucky Harm, a star jammer here, rookie jammer for the Cherry Bombs. Definitely could have used her last season as they built a very strong defensive team. She's helping them to bring on the offense this season.
The Putas del Fuego put 2 points on the board, and the Cherry Bombs open out with 4 points and a full jam for Lucky Harm.
Mike also likes to point out that this evening the Putas are at the home team on the scoreboard, and the Cherry Bombs are the guests. Our scoreboard brought to us by the lovely folks over at the Jackalope, voted the best bar in America by Playboy magazine.
Located right here in Austin, Texas. This time it's going to be Venus Envy scoring off against Heathen. Heathen, the rookie sensation, is working it hard. She's going up high by the rail, trying to get around the Jalapeno, and makes it by Jalapeno. With the Jalapeno going down, she gets turned around, but lucky for her, she's still up and rolling with Venus Envy, the lead jammer. Heathen right behind her.
Now, Mike, Venus Envy tonight skating with a broken toe.
That's right. Doesn't know how long she can hang on. Had it taped up right before the bout. The blockers getting into formation. Look behind her. The Puta blockers trying to help. Oh! And Venus Envy going down hard on the inside, calling off the jam.
Mike, excellent maneuver right there by Venus Envy, calling it off before Heathen could get into the pack and score any points for the Cherry Bombs.
0 points for the Cherry Bombs and 1 point for the Putas del Fuego.
Well, Mike, the Cherry Bombs definitely coming on strong here in the beginning of this first quarter. And like I said, Venus Envy skating with a broken toe. Obviously not a good situation for the Putas as they're already skating with 4 players on the injury list tonight. And Venus, their star rookie of the year last season, not a jammer that you want to have out in this game. But we do have Chingona stepping up for the Putas now, one of the highest scoring Putas right behind their captain, Chola.
And it's Lucky Harm and Chingona this time facing off against each other. Tim, I got to tell you, when Mark, our EMT down here, was taping up Venus Envy's toe, she was not sure if she was going to skate at all. So she's still out there.
Well, Mike, she told me earlier on that she was going to try to make it through the first half and then see where it goes from there. So hopefully we'll be able to see her in the second half this evening as well.
Well, let's see where it's going right now. Shingona's got a lead over Lucky Harm. Lucky Harm, another rookie sensation for the Cherry Bombs. Now Lucky Harm going down low. Chingona trying to call off the jam, but I think Lucky Harm passed her and calls off the jam with another full jam for the Cherry Bombs. 4 points for the Cherry Bombs, 1 point for those Putas del Fuego.
Mike, apparently the Cherry Bombs brought their A game this evening, and Cherry Bombs obviously getting quite the draw in the draft late last season, drawing 2 excellent jammers in Heathen and Lucky Harm, both putting the points on the board for the Cherry Bombs this evening.
Tim, we've got a minor penalty as the Master Blader pulls out the flag.
Lucky Harm. How could ya? Let's see what the wheel has in store.
Lucky Harm for pushing. Penalty wheel.
Pushing. Let's call it a long jump. Skater skills.
Skater skill penalty if you haven't been here before. This is a point loss penalty for the Cherry Bombs. They'll face off against a designated skater from the Putas del Fuego. Looks like it's going to be Chola. This is where we see who can fly the furthest.
That's right, Mike. Chola has 1 lap to pick up some speed. Then she must leap from the first line there that she started at without having a foot fault. And the distance to be judged by the Master Blader and the Spankmeister Doc.
Master Blader on the foot line says that it was a clean jump.
Now, Mike, Lucky has to jump farther than Chola did to hold on to the point that she has kind of at stake here for the Cherry Bombs, or they'll bring their score back down to 7. No point loss here.
See how far she can fly.
Looks like Lucky's going to take that, Mike, and hold on to the points for the Cherry Bombs. No score change here. We still have a 4-point advantage for Lucky Harm and the Cherry Bombs.
Smarty. 6 minutes remaining in the first quarter as Cha-Cha now faces off against Evil Incarnate. Oh, and Cha-Cha going down on one, the Evil Incarnate with a little bit of an advantage there.
Mike, Evil Incarnate's second season here, she's got to be happy about the addition of a couple of jammers to the Cherry Bomb lineup, as she had to do a lot of the work herself last season.
Cha-Cha putting skates off the track. If the skater goes off the track, they negate their chance at being lead jammer. A little late hit there from Veruca assaulting Cha-Cha's Lucy Cannon also gets her licks in there. Cha-Cha is in the lead, but cannot be the lead jammer in this jam since she put wheels off the track. Oh, and also Evil Incarnate has too. This one, the referee's calling this one off.
Mike, it looks like he's even reaching for the black flag.
Ooh.
We've got a major infraction.
That's never good.
It looks like he's gunning for Hell's Bell there. We'll have to wait for the Master Blader here to give us an update, but we do have a major penalty on that jam. You got to turn that thing on for it to work.
Blocking to the inside, major Hell's Bells. Same jam.
Tim, they have to reskate the same jam set as before on this jam on a major penalty. However, the Putas del Fuego will be skating 1 skater down with Hell's Bells in the penalty box.
That's right, Mike. Much like a power play in hockey, the Putas only have 3 blockers out there on the track as opposed to the usual 4. And every time the Cherry Bombs jammer, this being Evil Incarnate, makes it through the pack, she will get an additional point for Hell's Bell in the penalty box.
And the pack is off and rolling, and here come the jammers. It's Cha-Cha and Evil Incarnate facing off again one more time. Cha-Cha getting squeezed into the rail by Cherry Chainsaw. Evil Incarnate getting mired up in the pack. Is Venus Envy not letting it easy for her to get by? Not making it easy at all. Now with Jalapeno to get by, probably the toughest blocker in the league to get around.
That's right, Mike. She has been voted the best pivot in the league. I do believe she is up for that award again this season.
Lucy Cannon trying to give her another whip. She's trying to use all the bank of the track. And Evil Incarnate is your lead jammer for the Cherry Bombs.
Like the Cherry Bombs giving Cha-Cha one heck of a hard time there. Less than 20 seconds remaining on the jam clock. Cha-Cha still mired up in the pack with Evil Incarnate still about a half a lap behind.
Now Cha-Cha finally making it out of the pack. The clock is ticking down. Evil Incarnate with the advantage.
Chola calling for Putas to speed up the pack.
And we are out of time.
A scoreless jam there, Mike. Obviously, the Cherry Bombs didn't want it bad enough to use that power play situation to their advantage, or the Putas just skated fast enough to keep Evil Incarnate from getting back into the pack and scoring any points.
We've got another minor penalty.
Minor penalty on Cherry Chainsaw.
Cherry Chainsaw. Why am I not surprised?
Waste your time, cause the boy's bad news.
Oh, you gotta get some to give some, Spank Alley.
Mike, it looks like we've got a reverse spank type situation right here.
Get up off of that thing and dance to you, you better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you.
Mike, Cherry Chainsaw taking her time, dishing it out over there.
She's boy, they're definitely getting it there. This is just gonna make it worse next time someone gets going through Spank Alley for them.
That's right, Mike. You got to rile them up. Good thing for them, those seats are padded. The Putas back out on the track, eager to get back in at full force. Mike, and it looks like your jammers once again is going to be Lucky Harm facing off against Chola. Well, Lucky Harm already twice besting two Putas, scoring 4 full points for the Cherry Bombs. Let's see if she can do it again here. It's kind of hard to hold Chola at only 2 points. Doesn't look like it's going to happen this time, Mike.
Chola breaks free from the pack, is in the lead as your lead jammer. Looks like Lucky Harm is definitely having a little bit of trouble getting through, and she's got nothing but Putas in front of her, and she gets through the pack.
Like However, almost just letting her go there on the upside of the track there as Chola makes her way into point scoring position.
The blockers trying to do their job to both help their jammer through the pack and with a full jam, negating any points by the Cherry Bombs. Chola makes it through with a full jam.
Now, Mike, it was interesting to see Lucky Harm best Chola there in that last jam. I didn't think that was going to happen, so it's good to see Chola flip it back around there and score four full points for the Putas.
4 points for the Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Cherry Bombs with 3 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Like a pretty close game right here now with the tie score. The Cherry Bombs definitely skating very well this evening, bringing another rookie skater into the jam position. Like I said earlier, Mike, they kind of built a very heavy-hitting team on the defense last season, really kind of stepping it up here with a whole lot of offense in their arsenal for the 2006 season with a whole lot of new faces in the jamming position for the Cherry Bombs.
Without a doubt. It's Lucy Cannon, an excellent skater, one of our star rookies coming through, trying to make it in the lead. She's going on the outside. Oh, and it's getting into the foot rail. She's down, but Venus Envy makes it through the pack and is your lead jammer. Now Lucy Cannon trying to make it away in the front again as she finally is making her way to the lead, but she's got nothing but Putas in front of her. She's got to get around the Jalapeno, the toughest blocker in the league, in the pivot position right here. And she finally lets her by after a little love tap there from another one of the Cherry Bombs. She's stepping off the track and back on again. If you step off the track and pass the skaters, it does not count. And the officials call this one off as the time clock runs down. 1 point for the Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, Venus Envy obviously not too happy about that jam.
Well, I haven't seen her throw her helmet, I think, this season ever. 2.5 minutes remaining, and we've got a minor penalty, Tim.
Well, all right. I want to see y'all joust.
Tim, this is another one of our point loss penalties, and well, the crowd will help out your team here, whichever one you think can take the other one down. The Spankmeister Doc explaining it to them. They're going to start on opposite sides of the track, make a lap around, and commence the joust.
Like I believe the Spankmeister was trying to explain how an actual joust works, as we have seen these things used as...
Oh, they both take each other out, throwing both of them down.
Generally, the joust is just the first skater to get knocked down, but it looks like they took each other out at about the same time. This one's going to have to come down to the referees.
The master blader's going to make the call on this one.
Yeah, apparently it looked like they thought they were skating a 2-lap duel. And it looks like La Loca awarding the joust to Chingona and Las Putas. Therefore, the Cherry Bombs getting 1 point, taking off their score. That was a pretty close one to call there, Mike.
Boy, I tell you, it was almost simultaneous there. It's now Chingona is in a jam position against Stoli Rocks.
Stoli, veteran skater, joined the Cherry Bomb roster last season after skating for the Hellcats.
And, of course, Chingona, after leaving the country on a soiree into Indonesia, is your lead jammer right now. Chingona definitely on fire here for the Putas del Fuego. Stoli Rocks not getting through the pack very easily at all, finally making it through the pack. However, Chingona is in point scoring position right now. She comes on the back of the pack. The Cherry Bomb blockers watching for the Putas helping her out. She makes a full jam and calls it off. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, I've been told that Chingona's new nickname is Chingona Agua, as they say that she moves through the pack like water.
Like water?
Like water. I was told that the Putas actually drink tequila, but apparently she moves like water.
Like water. Smooth as water. Like water through a... And the pack is off and rolling, and here come your jammers. This time they put Jalapeno in the jam position. The veteran blocker of the year several years in a row against the rookie Heathen.
Mike Jalapeno stepping it up as a jammer here for the Putas. This is her first season skating as a jammer.
Looks like she's doing all right. She's still besting. No, Heathen's got a little bit of advantage. Heathen's still trying to get around Venus Envy. Venus Envy not letting her by. Then she sneaks by underneath. Venus Envy lets her by as Jalapeno also gets
right, Mike, kind of a bit of a role reversal here as we usually see Jalapeno in the pivot position and Venus in the jamming position. Obviously, Holly's mom, Mama Peno, has got to be pretty happy about her daughter out there jamming tonight.
That's right. Now Heathen coming in the back of the pack in a point scoring position, trying to get a whip off of Ginger Scraps, getting by one, Putas Hell's Bells, letting her by. She's going on the inside and calls off the jam. Three points for the Cherry Bombs. 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. Tim, that is going to tie it up. And with 1 minute remaining in the first quarter. Well, we're not sure, but one thing I am sure of, if you're watching us live on the internet, we'd like to thank our good friends at Austin.com for getting there. If you're not able to make it about, you can watch us live on the World Wide Web. As Lucky Harm taking a few hits there, trying to get around Chola. Chola bakes into the lead. Oh, and Lucky Harm getting all the way thrown out of the track, getting turned around, going to the back of the pack.
That's right, Mike. Excellent hit there by Chingona, sending Lucky straight through the support beams.
Oh, Chola telling her she's number one there. As your lead jammer, Chola, is on fire. She is lapping Lucky Harm, the other jammer for the Cherry Bombs. And trying to get it, and trying to throw herself into the rail, trying to stop her. Chola keeps up and going.
Chola with a quick swat to Lucky Harm, obviously not impeding Chola's progress at all.
Now Chola calls off the jam as Lucky Harm finally makes it through the pack. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs, 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, interesting call there by Chola, calling off the jam. She had 15 seconds left on the clock. She was in absolutely no danger of Lucky Harm putting any points on the board right there, but she decided to call off the jam. And Mike, it looks like we're out of time in the first quarter, but we do have a minor penalty.
I think we've got some goodie bags here to hand out.
Well, Mike, first we've got a minor penalty on Lucky Harm.
We got holding on Lucky Harm. Minor penalty.
Lucky Harm twice now.
No, but I will now.
Find her also on Chola.
Spank Alley.
Michael, looks like we got a...
Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that
Mike,
thing.
we are out of time there in the first quarter. 14 points for the Putas to 10 points for the... This is an interesting situation here, Mike. Sarah Luna, the lunatic, injured skater for the Putas, on the telephone here.
Maybe we can do a phone interview here. Once again, during the quarter break, we'd like to remind you that if you're watching us on the World Wide Web, you can thank our good friends at Austin.com for providing that service. And we've got some more goodie bags to throw out here. Austin, Texas, make some noise!
I was talking very quietly last time, Doc. I will make sure that I project my voice a little bit better. Does that sound good? Can you hear that okay? Maybe talk a little bit louder, just a tiny bit. Okay, Doc, for you I can do that. Well, Mike, like I said, we've got a 4-point advantage here for the Putas. The Cherry Bombs obviously bringing the A game tonight. This is probably the best game I've seen them skate, not only this season, but including last season. The Putas, are the talk of the town this year as undefeated, the only undefeated team in the league right now, and they're on their way to the championship. But with the way the Cherry Bombs are skating tonight, their little hopes and dreams of Cherry Bombs 07, it looks like this could actually be a reality for them next season.
Well, without a doubt. I mean, they came out of the box on fire tonight, doubling the points scored by the Putas at first. The Putas are getting them in check right now, but the Cherry Bombs are definitely not out of it yet.
That's right, Mike. The Putas have been known to save a lot of their energy for the second half and really turn it up in the third and fourth quarter. Who's to say the Cherry Bombs aren't doing the same, Mike? But it does look like both these teams are skating at about 100% right now.
Well, it looks like the Master Blader also has a few T-shirts to give out. Make some noise up there in the stands. You know, during this break in the action, also, we during the halftime, as you're over there watching the band, the Illegal Aliens, go by and see the good folks at Big Fat Meanie Head, and also the Merchant Ship Collective. Go see Sue over there, and for all your accessories, buttons, and everything. And speaking of buttons and T-shirts, you can't go home without an official TXRD Lone Star Roller Girls T-shirt.
That's right, Mike. You also got to get yourself a hat and a koozie and all that other good stuff that goes along with it. But speaking of special events, Mike, I also want to point out that on June the 4th, which is the day of the Calvello Cup Championship bout, to be held right here at the Convention Center, we're also doing something in conjunction with CASA of Travis County, which is the court-appointed special advocates. We're doing this event at the Jackson Ruiz Salon on 5th and Lamar. And I believe starting that morning, they're having a cut-a-thon with all proceeds going to the CASA of Travis County, which is a charity that's supported by the Lone Star Roller Girls.
And Lone Star Roller Girls are off and rolling. The pack is going, and the Jammers, Evil Incarnate and Chingona facing off against each other. Chingona trying to get around, still Cherry Chainsaw giving a whip to Evil Incarnate right behind Chingona, your lead jammer.
You know, Mike, often the whip is a kind of an energy-sapping type maneuver, but it didn't even look like it slowed Cherry down, not even a bit.
Not at all. She flung Evil Incarnate out there and is picking up a little of speed right now still, as Chingona coming in the back of the pack, trying to work her way, trying to get it to dive on the inside, get around Cherry Chainsaw, and calls off the jam, denying any points at all for Evil Incarnate. 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Well, Mike, now the Putas increasing their lead sizably here with a 7-point advantage. This has been fairly close so far. And it looks like the Cherry Bombs are going to have to put in their star rookie here, Lucky Harm, in the jamming position. She's kind of been the go-to girl this evening, Mike.
Yeah,
I believe,
but look who they're putting up against Chola from the Putas del Fuego.
Well, Mike, in the first jam out there on the track, she did leave Chola scoreless, scoring 4 points for her Cherry Bombs, and she's kind of been their go-to gal this evening. Going to have to look over at our stats, but I think that she is the Cherry Bomb to hold all of those points on the board right now.
The pack is off and rolling. The jammers are let loose, and here they come, Lucky Harm and Chola. Lucky Harm getting turned around. Chola working her way, trying to make it to the front of the pack. Chola having a little bit of problems, and here comes Lucky Harm. As Lucky Harm breaks the wall of Putas and then goes back down on her knees, polishing the Masonite. Now it's Hell's Bells trying to give Chola a whip into the front. Chola not having a good time at all with 30 seconds remaining in this jam. Is in the lead with Lucky Harm right behind her. Lucky Harm besting Chola right now as 20 seconds have left in this jam. Now Lucky Harm telling Chola she's number one. Now Lucky Harm getting taken to the rail, trying to call it off, but she's not in the lead. Chola getting all the way through with a full jam, calls it off. A 1 point. 1 point for the Cherry Bombs. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego. Do we have any Puta fans in the house tonight? Austin, Texas. Can I hear it for Las Putas del Fuego?
Mike, it looks like we've got a minor penalty with 6.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Minor penalty on Veruca Assault for holding.
Oh, Veruca. You cherries have been so dirty today. I haven't seen hardly any Putas up here.
Yeah, the guy with the beard. On that bar over there, the guy with the beard.
We're gonna arm wrestle.
This is the campaign slithered entrails in the cargo bay.
Mike, it looks like we've got ourselves an arm wrestling situation here. The Putas bringing in Sancha to challenge Veruca Assault. Like I said, this is a point-loss situation for the Cherry Bombs. So 1 point at stake for Veruca Assault and the Cherry Bombs should she lose to Sancha. Should Sancha lose, Veruca will hold on to her point and the totals will stay the same. Right now they need to hold on to every point they've got as the Putas are out in front by 10 points. Mike, they're pretty evenly matched up here. We look like we almost have ourselves a stalemate. Veruca and Sancha equal strength here, neither one of them budging. One of them obviously has to get tired at some point.
They are fighting it out. I don't think I've ever seen one go this long. Oh, we're calling a fault.
Looks like
Cherry Bomb's taken.
Looks like the Master Blader calling it off due to a fault on Sancha, lifting her elbow off the table. Veruca Assault and her Cherry Bombs will hold on to their point, but the Putas still out in front by 10 points, 21 over the Cherry Bombs 11.
Lucy Cannon and Cha-Cha, the jammers this time. Cha-Cha up high, Lucy Cannon trying to follow her. Oh, Lucy Cannon going hard into the foot rail. Cha-Cha still going. Our own Bionic Woman is your lead jammer.
That's right, Mike. Cha-Cha, the first woman, the Lone Star Roller Girls, to be augmented with steel. Now, unfortunately, an injury that's become all too common.
The bone should never be sticking out through the skin.
That's right, Mike. And if you've seen the videotape of that, it is one you don't want to watch right after you've eaten lunch.
Oh, and she goes down, calling off the jam as Lucy Cannon nowhere even near the pack in the defensive mode. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs and 3 points for the Las Putas del Fuego, and we've got a minor penalty.
Mike, the Master Blader, signaling Chingona to the penalty wheel.
Oh, Chingona, I
We
thought
have
you
a
were
minor
cleaning
on
up your
Chingona
hat. Come on, girl.
Master Blader, what was the penalty for?
Pillow fight.
Tripping on Evil Incarnate.
Mike, it looks like we have
Illegal block on Chingona.
second penalty on Evil Incarnate. Looks like we're going to have ourselves a pillow fight, an illegal block for Chingona.
Lucy Cannon pushing.
Oh, and one for Lucy Cannon as well.
How are we going to do this? Chingona dropping the pillow early and going right at Evil Incarnate.
You know, this is also decided by you, the audience, who's going to win.
That's right, Mike. Chingona, very scrappy out there on the track, dry humping Evil Incarnate into the Masonite.
Oh, Tim, she's almost got her in the dreaded.
Mike, that is the only behavior you witness in a Puta game. The Puta's notorious for the Masonite dry hump. The Master Blader calling off the fight.
Evil Incarnate looking rather.
All right, folks, this one's up to you. All right, how about Chingona? Oh, sorry, Evelyn, that's Chingona all the way.
Mike it forward, but the Cherry Bombs to lose a point for Evil Incarnate's loss there in the pillow fight.
Spank Alley.
And we're going to send Lucy Cannon through Spank Alley for her pushing infraction.
And the pack is off and rolling, and here come your jammers, Venus Envy and Lucky Harm, facing off against each other. Venus Envy with a broken toe, which
Mike,
is gotta be painful.
the way she's skating tonight, though, you wouldn't notice. She said she's having a little bit of trouble with acceleration, but I'm sure once she gets the speed up there, it's the slowing down that she's got to worry about.
Oh, look at this Lucky Harm blast through the lead, going through the pack like a hot knife through butter.
There you said it, sir. I guess I'll take myself a drink.
As they come into point scoring position, Lucky Harm using all of the track, the banking to her advantage, still trying to get through down low. She's got nothing but Putas in front of her and calls off the jam. We're not sure her advantage is not. She got 1 point for the Cherry Bombs, 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, we've got 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. And then our halftime entertainment to be provided by the Illegal Aliens. I'm kind of excited to see this band, Mike. I listened to their music on their website. Quite an interest, and it's something we haven't had before.
And we've got a minor penalty.
We have a minor on Cha-Cha for disrespect.
Oh,
Well,
looks
there's a surprise.
Disrespectful, Cha-Cha.
There's a surprise.
one of the most insubordinate putas out there on the track. Cha-Cha up to the penalty wheel to see Axel Rosie.
You gotta watch your mouth, Puta.
How often can you say that?
For that one, Chach. It's a duel.
Mike, it looks like we've got ourselves a 2-lap duel.
We had 1 point for the Cherry Bombs that time.
Cherry Bomb's going to have to pull out a ringer out onto the track, and it looks like the Cherry Bombs are going to have to bring out somebody to race against Cha-Cha in this no-holds-barred 2-lap duel. The go-to gal of the evening for the Cherry Bombs, Mike.
Once again, this is a no-holds-barred 2-lap duel. Whoever finishes first will retain their point.
That's right, Mike Veruca, Saul co-captain of the Cherry Bombs, calling for a point check, and the points on the board are correct. 27 for the Putas, 11 for the Cherry Bombs. Mike Lucky Harm with the takedown of Cha-Cha.
They must also, the skaters must engage themselves at 1 point, or it is not a valid no-holds-barred 2-lap duel. Oh, Lucky Harm spanking it. Oh, with a blow to the head. Cha-Cha's not taking that.
Mike, you got to remember they still have 1 lap left to skate.
Lucky Harm is up and rolling with the advantage on Cha-Cha.
Cha-Cha with a mechanical on the knee pad there. Knows she's going to lose, but doesn't want Lucky Harm to cross the line. The referees awarding the 2-lap duel to Lucky Harm and the Cherry Bombs. Cha-Cha losing 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego.
Well, they got a little room there to lose a point, as 26 points over 11 for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, the Putas still with a sizable lead here, 15-point advantage over the Cherry Bombs. 5 minutes remaining in this first half.
Heathen and Chingona, your jammers. As they come to the back of the pack, trying to work their way through. Chingona trying to get through any way she can. Heathen, oh, and look, looks like Heathen is almost all the way sneaking up to the rail, gets squeezed in the rail hard by Jalapeno, and Heathen is your lead jammer. Chingona, however, is right behind her.
That's right, Mike. Chingona, probably the fastest puta on the team. They're probably their second highest scorer, so you can't count her out as she's only about one skater length behind Heathen there as they come into the back of the pack to score some points.
And here we go, Heathen and Chingona. Chingona going down and polishing the Masonite, getting taken down there by Daisy May Damage. Dinah Dash taking out her own skater as
the Master Blader calling off that jam.
2 points for the Cherry Bombs, 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego.
Cherry Bombs, Mike, still not too happy about the points that are on the board, but it looks like they've stuck in the right jammer here if they need to put some more on.
We've got 4 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the first half as Lucky Harm and Chola are facing off in the jammer position. Chola down low, trying to use all the backing. Lucky Harm getting turned around and back in the back of the pack. Chola is your lead jammer for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, Lucky Harm being sent down to the Masonite with an elbow from Venus Envy. Ginger Scraps retaliating, sending Venus into the rail.
And let's see what happens as Lucky Harm still trying to get out of the front of the pack as she gets turned around, trying to get a whip off of Lucy Cannon there. Here comes Chola in the point scoring position, trying to get around Cherry Chainsaw. Looks like Sancha helping her out there. She's got nothing but cherry bombs in front of her. Cherry Chainsaw is going to be tough to get around as trying to get a hand out there. Hell's Bells trying to help her out. Here comes Lucky Harm in the point scoring position. She's got to call it off. 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Cherry Bombs. You know, Austin, Texas, I know we have some Cherry Bomb fans out there. Can you make some noise? Support your team, the Cherry Bomb. And we're off and rolling this time in the jammer position. Heathen and Jalapeno. Oh, and Heathen goes down hard there, getting tripped up by her own admission there as Jalapeno working her way towards the front. She's all over the place. She's a jammer. She's a blocker. She's a pivot. But this time Heathen is, oh no, Heathen is not your lead jammer. She gets turned around. Oh, and pulling the black flag out, Tim.
Mike, the Master Blader throwing the black flag, meaning we've got a major penalty.
Minor on Venus for pushing.
2 minutes and 45 seconds. Major penalty on in the first half.
Venus Envy up to the penalty wheel, Mike, a minor penalty on her for pushing. It's not often that you see her at the penalty wheel. Probably one of the cleanest skating putas out there on the track.
Ooh, reverse spank.
That's right, Mike, you got to get some to give some sometimes. That's just how Spank Alley works. I want to thank everybody for participating in the Spank Alley drawing. Make sure you see Axel Rosie at halftime for your tickets for the second half, as all proceeds go to one of our favorite causes, the Tulsa Howard Scholarship Fund.
And also Hawk will be selling tickets as well.
Get up off of that thing.
Like they're double teaming it, Mike.
You better get up off of that thing.
Never see that in roller derby.
You say it now. Get up off of that thing.
Not on the track, although I've heard it happens.
Get up off of that thing.
And the pack is rolling. 2 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in the first half, as it's a rescape of the same jam set. Jalapeno this time on a mission, building up some speed, trying to come in fast in the back of the pack. Heathen trying to work her way through, trying to scrap her way around.
Good God. So good. Everybody ready? Follow me. Get up Stand up. Hey. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. You better get up off of that thing and dance to you. Help me out. Get up off of that thing. Dance to you. You better get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake to you. You better get up off of that thing and shake to you. Stand now. Get up off of that thing and shake to you. You better get up off of that thing and try to release that pressure. Wait a minute. Hold it. I feel good.
One.
Major penalty on Chingona for headbutting.
That's the first one of those I've
Minor
seen.
on Stoli Rocks for pushing.
Mike, this is Chingona's second major penalty, and we're only in the first half. You know,
One more.
when you get to a third major type situation, she could be ejected from the bout, but we do have a minor on Stoli for pushing. We're going to send her to the penalty wheel.
Stoli Rocks, shame on you. Yeah? It's a duel.
Mike, another two-lap duel, no holds barred. It's like the Putas this time get a chance to pick someone to square off against Stoli and Chola without even a second thought.
They didn't even
Skates
they just
up to the line.
Stayed up there and didn't even think about it that time. The Master Blader showing them where the line is, and they are off and going. Chola engaging Stoli Rocks early, trying to get her off her skates. Looks like Chola
Locking her to the
slowing
inside
down,
of the track
taunting
there,
her,
Mike.
skating backwards. Oh, and
Taking
trying
her
to
down
get
hard
free
and
of her.
easy, Mike. Not even one full lap skated yet. Stoli pinning Chola. Mike, I got to tell you, those wrist guards definitely do not feel good when you get smacked with them, even if you are wearing a helmet. Stoli off the track once again. This is a no-holds-barred two-lap duel, Mike.
What?
That is not illegal.
One lap down. Looks like Chola is in the lead. She's going to taunt her again, trying to. Oh, no! Chola takes
The
it.
Master Blader giving it to Chola by about a stopper's length, just barely. Chola out by a nose, shaving one more point off the Cherry Bomb score. Stoli Rocks losing the two-lap duel and losing 1 point for the Cherry Bombs.
45 seconds remaining in this quarter. 45 seconds until we bring up the illegal aliens.
Mike, they got a pretty interesting setup over there. They got a DJ and some horns and whatnot. Should be
Oh,
a
it's
pretty
gonna be a good
interesting
show.
halftime show. I'm excited.
And the pack is off and rolling. The jammers are set, and here they go. They must make it through the pack within 45 seconds, and it will go to a full 1 minute jam. Looks like Lucky Harmon, Venus Envy trying to make it through. Venus Envy is in the lead. It is a full 1 minute jam. Lucky Harm in the lead. Venus Envy right behind her.
Mike, like I said, Venus Envy, the way she's skating, you wouldn't know that she has an injured toe. Taped up pretty well earlier on tonight, but
As our
wonderful
EMT was
EMTs
taping
from
it up, and
Travis
she
County.
said, "Can she still skate?" And I said, "As soon as you get out there on the track, the adrenaline will take over, and you won't even notice." And Lucky Harm with a full jam for the Cherry Bombs. 4 points for the Cherry Bombs. 2 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, and I think we are out of time in the first half right there, bringing our point totals to 31 points for Las Putas del Fuego to 20 points for the Cherry Bombs.
And I'm hoping that they just go ahead and take care of the Cherry Bombs and put it to bed.
Absolutely, absolutely. Your daughter's skating an amazing game tonight. 2 jams already this evening, really stepping it up. I mean, already an excellent blocker. She's been voted the best pivot last year, and now stepping it up in the jamming position. How you feeling about that transition, Holly?
Good, actually, which baby got pivot last year? I just want to clarify that. But I'm fighting for it this year. So anyway, I'm totally frustrated. Their blockers are phenomenal. We are definitely not in our game right now, but we will be. I want to keep jamming. I'm not the best jammer, but I do my best, and I just need my blockers to drop back and take them. I need them to take care of their blockers because they're great.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys do have a 10-point advantage right now, 31 over their 21. You guys are skating great, but the Cherry Bombs definitely brought their A game. I think that this is probably the best game I've seen them skate, not only this season, but all in all since their inception as a team. I mean, not only their blocking, how are you feeling about the rest of their game this evening?
Their game is great. Their jamming is great. Everything is great. They're going to definitely be hard to beat next season.
So you definitely think that their kind of pipe dream of the Cherry Bombs 07, you think that's a possibility for them?
Well, maybe.
Maybe?
I don't know.
How you feeling about Putas 06?
Feeling really good about Putas 06, and I foresee some maybe Putas 07 too.
Wow, big talk from Jalapeno. Looking forward to squaring off against the Cowgirls there in the Cavello Cup Championship here in about 3 weeks on June 4th right here at the Austin Convention Center. Want to thank you ladies for stopping by. Apparently you have some message to send out to the board whores out there in Cyberland. And there you have it. Austin, Texas. Thank you, everybody, for watching live on the internet. Thanks to Austin.com. Thank you, Jalapeno and Mama Peno. Have a happy Mother's Day.
I'd like to thank you for watching us wherever you are in the world. And, well, right now we've got one of the girls that started it all here in Austin, Texas, and started roller derby revival in the United States. Cherry, man, you guys came out with both guns blazing there in the first quarter. You're only 10 points down at this time. What do you feel that it's going to take it in the second half?
Well, I think if we keep working like we're doing right now, we'll be okay. Last game, we were down 21 points and came back within 1. So I could see this game going either way, really. You know, and it won't be by much. Whichever team loses, it won't be by much. It'll be maybe a point or two, and that's it.
It's going to come down to the wire is what you're saying.
It's going to come down to me kicking some puta ass. That's what it's coming to.
So, Mama Chainsaw, how does it feel to be on the sidelines watching your little girl out here kicking some puta ass?
I tell you, she needs to kick plenty of puta ass, and she need to get that scoreboard working right. And I'll just woe unto them putas. That's all I can say.
You know, I got to tell you guys out there, we did a radio ad this week with Mama Chainsaw and also Mama Pino, Jalapeno's mom and everything. And I had no idea that you were such a radio star. And the ad turned out really good. They got in a fight in the middle of the ad and everything.
A little stick of dynamite, but she makes a big boom.
So,
Duck of Hellfire, you suck too. And you too, Conduct Dreamer.
I hope you guys are watching because you're getting it over here.
Well, just think of your little brother and your little sister out there. Just pretend that those putas are your little brat brother and your little brat sister giving you hell. And just treat them like you used to treat them. And then you'll beat the snot out of them.
Well, there you have it on the Mother's Day Massacre, direct from Mama Chainsaw. We're going to turn it back over to the band and everything. Keep watching, and you'll also have a DVD in the mail.
Here's the birds, and this bird, and this bird, and a bird for kiss.
There you have it, live from the Thunderdome at the Austin Convention Center. Well, we got a couple more coming up here. Chola's going to say a few words, and I know that's going to be, it's always interesting when you put a microphone in front of her. You know Chola from the Putas del Fuego, and this is Chola's mother, Mama Chola. I got to say, you guys had a shaky start there. Chola says you're number one, of course, to all our fans out there. You had a shaky start there. I mean, the Cherry Bombs doubled up on the points, and you didn't have any. But here at the end of the first half, you're 10 points in the lead. What are you looking for in the second half?
I think we do more of the same, but we do expect them to step it up like they usually do in the second half. I think our main focus is to have Chingona not get kicked out of the game, and to just work defense because they're doing really good D.
So Mama Chola, like I asked Cherry's mom a minute ago, how does it feel to see your little girl out here roughing it up with all the cherry bombs?
Well, it feels great. I just love it that she doesn't get hurt. I haven't seen her gotten hurt yet, and that's my goal. No pain.
Well, what about scoring some points?
Oh, well, she always scores a lot of points. I'm always really proud.
Yeah, I guess that's a given, but...
That's right, yeah, that's right. She's always number one. We love her.
Well, she just told you, y'all are number one too, so...
That's right.
We love you, board horse. Flick the finger at him, Mom. Come on, do it. No.
All right, Mama Chola says you're number one as well. Thanks a lot, and good luck in the second half. Happy Mother's Day. So we've got another cherry bomb to come up here, and Mother of Evil. Well, sorry, I confused here sometimes. I think I need another shot of tequila or something. We have that in here in Texas. What? Are you out of your mind? Anyway, yeah, like I asked Cherry, what is your strategy for the second half to best the only undefeated team in the 2006 season?
Well, I can't tell you that, but we're probably gonna, it's gonna be mental. We're probably going to make Chingona loser cool, so that way she'll get thrown out of the game.
So you're gonna play some mind games with them?
Yeah, we're gonna be a little bit not right here. We're gonna resort to some low-down, dirty tactics.
Well, as long as there's no bones sticking out through the skin, that's always good. And are you worried over there on the sidelines? You're going to see Evelyn getting injured in there, or?
I worry every time she plays. I mean, she may be evil, but I still can't quite get used to it.
So have you had a good Mother's Day so far?
So far. If we don't make any trips to the hospital, it'll be great.
And if the other team was on top of the points tally there, that would be even better?
I'm going to be happier when the cherry bombs are on top.
Well, there you have it from the Thunderdome.
Yay, cherry bombs!
There you go. And the cherry bombs say hey to all the board whores out there.
You know it. How you doing? No avian flu today!
And thank you. Happy Mother's Day. Hello, and happy Mother's Day to you. Is this your first bout?
Absolutely not.
Well, how's it going so far for you?
It's looking pretty good. They have a chance. They're strong.
Is there any kind of advice you can give them here for the second half?
Just keep on pushing. They're doing a great job.
They are, the Cherry Bombs have yet to score a victory in league play here. What do you think that is the biggest problem with pulling it off tonight?
There's a lot of scrappy moves going on, and I think we're going to take care of that in the second half. We're going to put it into it.
So you've been going over a little bit of a halftime strategy to change that?
Yeah, we have a plan.
And can you disclose those details to me here?
Well, there's some certain players that we might just have to take out.
Ow.
Well, I think it might be time.
So are you looking forward to a Cherry Bomb win tonight?
Absolutely. It is time for one.
And how do you feel?
I feel confident. We can come back. We came back from more points in the last game with the Holy Rollers, so I think we're all calm second half and we're all warmed up, so we can put our mind in the game.
So do you think you're a stronger second half team than a first half team?
Yeah.
First quarter, you guys had shut them out in the first two jams.
Yeah, we just spaz out sometimes, and we got to calm back down and get back on the track and skate smart. Strategies.
So you're definitely predicting you'll take it in a second.
I hope so.
Well, there you go. Live from the Thunderdome in Austin, Texas. Happy Mother's Day once again. Check. Oh, and she's bringing me a beer. Love you.
Apparently, only a few people brave enough to receive their birthday spankings. Anna Davidson not brave enough to receive her birthday present. Jill Bates' little sister, former Holy Roller, now skating with the Rocky Mountain Roller Girls? Roller Dolls, sorry, Rocky Mountain Roller Dolls.
Little spanking music here. Happy birthday, roller derby style.
I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing and dance to you. Sing it now. Get up off of that thing and dance to you better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off of that thing and shake it to you better. Get up off of that thing and shake it. Say it now. Get up off of that thing. Shake it to you better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure. Get up off. Ha. Good God. So good. Ha. Everybody ready? Follow me. Get up off of that thing and shake it to you better. Get up off of that thing and shake it to you. Say it now. Get up off of that thing and shake it to you better. Get up off of that thing. Try to release that pressure.
Well, there you have it, Mike Whiteley. Happy birthday, TXRD Lone Star Roller Girls style.
Which maybe in the Master Blader getting the last flicks in there.
That's right, Mike, one to grow on.
Looks like the Cherry Bombs are ready to roll, and the Putas del Fuego are already in formation. We have to say Happy Mother's Day here on the Mother's Day Massacre to all the moms out there tonight.
Especially Mighty Aphrodite of the Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Got her first locket ever. She's got to put a picture in there.
They don't call her the Mouth of the South for nothing, Mike, but the jam is on. The pack is off and rolling. Venus Envy squaring off against Lucky Harm.
I have to tell you guys a few of the interviews we did in halftime with both teams, and the Cherry Bombs definitely working on some halftime strategy to get on top of the points tally. However, that's not working right now as Venus Envy is your lead jammer.
Definitely looks like the halftime rest did her some good. Still showing no signs of slowing down with that broken toe.
Well, looks like Lucky Harm has definitely made up a lot of time on it as both skaters come into point scoring position at the back of the pack. Venus Envy working all the track, trying to get a whip off a Cha-Cha. Chola open up at a little bit of an air opening there, and Chola calls off the jam. 4 points for the Putas del Fuego, 0 points for the Cherry Bombs. The Putas del Fuego opening up their lead. We've got a minor penalty.
Holding on Cherry.
Cherry chainsaw to the penalty wheel for holding.
Mike, the lunatic, Puta on the injured reserve list, phoning it in. She drove all the way up to the Crockett
Fancy
Center.
seeing you here, Cherry Chainsaw. I would like to see you pillow fight.
Oh, our first pillow fight of the evening. Second pillow fight of the evening. First pillow fight of the second half.
Another point loss situation here for the Cherry Bombs. The Putas are going to have to pull in a ringer to square off against Cherry the Law Chainsaw. Mike,
who are they going to put up against her?
Most feared skater 3 years running. Death Valerie, rookie alternate here.
Fresh meat.
To square off against the most feared skater on the track. I guess that's one way to 3 years running, one way to trial by fire. Death Valerie going into this looking a little bit timid, trying to put the headlock on Cherry the Law, but going down easy. Cherry putting her in a one shoulder pin here.
That fans in the way, can't really see what's going on there, but I know I see green on top. Cherry Chainsaw definitely got her pin, holding her down, showing her, giving her what for, and Fritz, Master Blader, calls it off.
You know, Mike, I'm getting a little bit thirsty up here.
Boy, we could use some Mexican water up here.
All right, y'all, this one's up to you. Let's hear it for Cherry Chainsaw.
That one's not even a close call as Cherry Chainsaw takes it.
And a nice showing by our rookie, Death Valerie. Ooh, that's a close one. One more time for Cherry Chainsaw. Death Valerie. I'm gotta have to go with the chainsaw on this one.
Mike, it looks like Cherry the Law Chainsaw going to hold on to that point for her Cherry Bombs, keeping the score the same. 35 points for Las Putas del Fuego to 21 points for the Cherry Bombs.
14-point deficit for the Cherry Bombs. Looks like Lucy Cannon is going to attempt to face off against Chola.
Mike, it should be one heck of a matchup, but like I was saying, getting a little bit parched up here. Punky Bruiser calling for some tequila.
Oh, look at this Chola trying to work her way through the front of the pack. Chola getting through the pack. In is your lead jammer. Now Lucy Cannon has made her way through as well. Lucy Cannon, one of our rookie skaters at Tim, I got to tell you, this is a girl you got to watch for in the rest of this season and next season. She is an excellent skater, showing her worth.
Well, Mike, this is the last Cherry Bombs game of the season. I'm sorry, there's one more Cherry Bombs game next week against the Rhinestone Cowgirls. Gonna have to look for some good things for her, passing Chola in the pack.
Oh, and she gets a whip off the front, trying to get around Jalapeno as Chola gets turned around again, and the jam is called off. 3 points for the Cherry Bombs, 1 point for the Putas del Fuego.
Heathen and Ginger Scraps doing one heck of a job at keeping Chola at bay at the back of the pack. They're double teaming there with some excellent blocking.
Well, the Cherry Bombs all told me during halftime that they were going to work on their strategy and try to fix the things that went wrong in the first half. Looks like they're doing it now.
Really stepping up here in the second half, just beginning here in that second jam, Mike. Cherry Bombs, I saw very few flaws with the way they skated there in the first half. They definitely brought their A game, as I said. Heathen, once again, looks like, most of their jammers are rookies, Mike, and none of them slouches in the jamming position.
And the second whistle signifies the release of the jammers, and the jam is on. Cha-Cha calculating her moves. Heathen right behind her. Heathen going down low. Cha-Cha by the rail. Danger being squeezed into the rail. Heathen scrapping to the front. She's got a wall of Putas to get around, and she's still working it right now. Heathen not getting through. Cha-Cha getting turned around all the way to the back of the pack. It's Heathen trying to make up some time. Heathen takes a hard blow to the head. Now it's Cha-Cha still with a bit of an advantage. And Cha-Cha throws them aside with the 2 Putas in front of her and a whip. Cha-Cha is your lead jammer with 31 seconds remaining.
Mike, excellent counter block there by Cha-Cha, throwing Daisy May damage into the rail. It's just the kind of skater she is, veteran since the first bout ever skated here in Austin, Texas.
One of the original roller girls here in Austin, Texas, and she's shown what she's got right now. She comes in a point scoring position. Cha-Cha down on the inside by the paint stripe, and we are out of time. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs. 5.5 minutes remaining with a minor penalty. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs, 0 points for those Putas del Fuego.
Go ahead and call a major. Pushing and holding on Stoley.
Stoley rocks to the penalty wheel.
Pushing and holding.
Stoley rocks. This is twice today.
Major on Stoley rocks. Rerun the same jam.
Major.
Oh, this is a major penalty.
Sorry, Axel, you're going to have to hold the microphone at bay there for another couple of jams. Cherry Bombs to skate one skater down here, Mike, in a penalty power play type situation.
Same jam set as before. However, Cherry Bombs one skater down. This also allows the Putas to score 1 point. Once the Puta jammers, once Cha-Cha makes it through the pack, they will score an extra point every time they pass the skater in.
La Loca calling off the jam there.
La Loca on the injured
Another
reserve list.
major penalty, Mike. Master Blader quick with the black flag. A little discussion here between our penalty referees, Eva Knievel and Sparky. So, although Sparky pulling the white flag, Mike, but the Master Blader's still going with the black.
Chingona just received a third major penalty. She's ejected from the game.
Oh, Chingona is going to be extracted from the bout. This
Mike,
is
this
her
is
third major penalty.
Third major penalty, and early on in the second half, Chingona obviously not too happy about it. The Cherry Bombs ecstatic. She is the second highest scoring Puta on the team. Chola, the captain of the Puta, is not very happy to be losing a high scorer like that.
Oh, the Cherry Bomb fans are adamant about this one.
A 12-point game here, Mike. This is definitely not what the Putas needed. They're really going to have to step it up. Chola especially squaring off now against Evil Incarnate.
Chola's doing a little defensive move there onto Evil Incarnate there, giving her some love taps. They're not even paying attention to getting through the pack right now, as 20 seconds have already gone off the clock. Evil Incarnate hugging the rail right there as Chola trying to work her way through the pack. Chola, getting taken down hard by Ginger Scrapser. Sorry, Veruca Assault, staying true to her namesake, assaulting Chola.
Absolutely, Mike.
Oh, and Cherry getting taken down by Hell's Bells. You know, I see both the penalty refs with the whistles in their mouth. They're, and Evil Incarnate is your lead jammer. Oh, and Chola taken hard into the rail by Veruca Assault.
Mike, it kind of looks like the ejection of Chingona has really lit a fire underneath these Cherry Bombs.
Without a doubt. They told me, the Cherry Bombs both told me that they were going to key on some of the Puta players. And one of the players in specific that was in danger of getting their third major penalty, and it looks like it happened.
Looks like they're definitely going to use that to their advantage, Mike. The girls coming out and hitting hard right there.
0 points scored for either team. Tim, if it is a come from... Tim, if the Cherry Bombs do come off with the upset, this is going to throw a big wrench into the works here. The Putas del Fuego are the only team out of our league this season with an unblemished record without a loss this season.
That's right, Mike. So the Putas win, lose, or draw are going to the championship game. But should the Cherry Bombs win this one, I think it'll help them to kind of get the momentum going. They need to face off against the Rhinestone Cowgirls next weekend. Should they beat the Rhinestone Cowgirls, we're going to fall into a situation where the Hellcats, the Cowgirls, and the Holy Rollers all have the same record. We're going to go into a wild card type situation for the championship game at the Cavello Cup.
Looks like Jalapeno getting taken down along with Cha-Cha. Two of their skaters down. Lucky Harm trying to work her way in the league. And Lucky Harm is your lead jammer. Jalapeno still trying to make it through the pack. She's got to get around Cherry Chainsaw. That's not happening right now. Cherry Chainsaw and Lucy Cannon. She's trying to break the wall right now. She's not having any part of it right now. Here comes Lucky Harm. They're all worried about her. Lucky Harm is working her way through the pack. She's all around Cha-Cha. She's only got a couple more to go. Sancha providing the last line of defense for Lucky Harm right now. As she's got Lucy Cannon to help her out, trying to help her up by the rail. She's, getting taken down and calls off the jam.
Like Lucky Harm going down like an M80 through a high school plumbing system.
Can we get 2 tequilas to the stage?
I think we're going to need a few more than that. And if I could get a clarification from one of our penalty referees as to the penalty on Chingona ejected from the game, I do believe it was blocking to the inside, but we're going to need a clarification on that for our statisticians up here at the table.
We have 3 points for the Cherry Bombs, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
And Mike, it looks like we have a penalty. Hey, Sparky, while you're there, can we get a clarification on the penalty on Chingona? Was that blocking to the inside? Yes, the penalty on Chingona blocking to the inside, but we do have a minor penalty.
Minor penalty on Sancha for tripping.
Minor on Sancha for tripping, Mike. That's going to send Sancha for her first visit
Sanchita.
to Axel Rosie at the penalty wheel.
Spank Ellie. Spank you. You've been a naughty girl.
Thank you very much. Well, Mike, you know we definitely have to have some Jello wrestling before their captain, Cheapskate, leaves town. Cheapskate, a very formidable food wrestler.
That's
as
right.
is Sister Mary Jane of the Holy
best
Rollers.
food wrestlers in the league.
That's right. It'll be interesting to see those two square off once again in a pit of Jello.
There's always room for Jello.
As Headhunters wraps their back porch in plastic wrap.
Oh, it looks like Heathen has got a bit of an advantage over Venus Envy. Now is Heathen trying to get it into the lead, but she squeezed to the rail. And Heathen is your lead jammer for the Cherry Bomb.
Heathen with an early hit to the helmet of Venus Envy, who has put a wheel off the track. Venus Envy no longer has the power to call off this jam. It's up to Heathen or our officials in the center of the track.
Or the time clock with less than 30 seconds remaining in this jam. Cherry Chainsaw coaching from the sidelines with a whip off of Veruca Assault. Heathen is on a roll. She dives down to the paint stripe up to the top. She's going for a full jam. She's calling off the jam before she gets around Sancha. 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 3 points for the Cherry Bomb.
Mike, Venus Envy obviously slowing down right there. Not sure if it's that broken toe that's starting to catch up with her. She can't be too happy about the way she skated right there. But like we were saying, Mike, the girls that the Cherry Bombs pulled at the beginning of the season, all their rookies, very strong jammers. And they're doing an incredible job tonight, closing the gap right there, bringing this to only a 6-point game.
With 1 minute left.
1 minute left in the third quarter, Mike.
1.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Cherry Bomb's really turning up the heat. Once again, Lucy Cannon to skate against Chola. We saw the way she performed earlier on in this quarter.
Boy, she definitely shut down Chola last time. Oh, we got a minor penalty as well.
2 minor penalties, one on Heathen, one on Death Valerie.
And the penalties are for?
Unsportsmanlike conduct, Heathen hitting another jammer on the head. Death Valerie for holding.
It looks like Heathen trying to rile up the
Bullshit
Cherry Bomb.
or not, ladies, unfortunately, you have to do a penalty. Arm wrestling.
Well, Mike, it looks like they're going to have to settle it center of the track at the nice little padded table. Apparently, all of our arm wrestling matchups are all under the rules and regulations of the official arm wrestling.
It's the International Arm Wrestling Foundation.
There, that's what it's called. Yes, that's right. The IAWF.
Yeah, it looks like the Master Bladers getting them set up here. This is an even match. You know, neither team is subbing in. If one team does sub in on a point loss penalty, they stand to lose 2 points instead of 1.
You are correct, sir. This time we have 1 point at stake for either team. 1.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Oh, and Heathen puts her down like a puta does a shot of tequila.
That's right, Mike. Apparently we're allowed to say that now. Heathen holding on to all of her points for the Cherry Bombs. Death Valerie losing a point for her putas. Bringing this, Mike, to a 5-point game. Chola quick to get back out there on the track to square off against Lucy Cannons of the Cherry Bombs.
Boy, I got to tell you, the Cherry Bombs have definitely got it together right now. They've closed the gap. Lucy Cannon and Chola. However, this time Chola is skating like a woman with a plan here. Chola gets through the pack and is into the lead jammer side by side. Oh, Lucy Cannon showing her inexperience there with a bit of a bobble.
I'm at a loss for words. Mike Chola went through that pack like a machete through pig fat.
Here we come to the point scoring position. Let's see what happens now. The blockers looking behind them. They're trying to make a strategy. Chola going up high. She's getting squeezed to the rail by Dinah Dash. Dinah Dash getting wide. Jalapeno going down, and looks like Lucy Cannon calling off 4 points for the Cherry Bombs. 4 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, we still have a 5-point game right now. The Cherry Bombs definitely turning up the heat. I gotta tell you that I think the loss of Chingona definitely working for the Cherry Bombs. Well, Mike, apparently we're gonna let one bad apple spoil the entire damn bunch. the entire Cherry Bombs team to get punished by Spank Alley.
Oh, they look a little excited there. They got their spankers out and ready.
One minute and 50 seconds remaining. Apparently we had a time discrepancy. Smarty Pants, our timekeeper this evening, doing a little elementary algebra down there incorrectly.
You know, we'd like to thank our officials for helping out here. Cheapskate on the scoreboard. Smarty Pants keeping time for us. Punky Bruiser over here on staff with the stats. And, of course, all the MILFs helping out with our stats tonight. As right now, Heathen and Chola facing off once again. Chola with a slight advantage, trying to come up high, going diving down low by the main stripe. And Chola breaks into the lead.
Mike, this is definitely what the Putas need right now. Chola has not been out in the lead jam position for quite some time right now. Chingona rooting from the sidelines as she's not allowed to be out on the track.
Oh, and Heathen gets taken down hard there. As she's still trying to get it back to the pack, and here comes Chola up high. She's going through the knife, cuts through the knife.
I'm out of beer, Mike. You can't say those sort of things.
Chola with a full jam, calling it off. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs. 3 points for the Putas del Fuego. 1 minute and 15 seconds remaining.
Mike, it looks as though we do have another minor penalty.
High blocking on Evil Incarnate.
An illegal high block.
High blocking on Evil Incarnate.
Evil Incarnate of the Cherry Bombs.
Evelyn for blocking high. Reverse spank.
Ooh,
Gotta
so lay it out.
get some to give some.
Mike, in the
Spank
last
out.
penalty, they definitely got their money's worth getting all the Cherry Bombs up there, and now they're going to get paid back by one that was done wrong.
Two tequilas to the announcing stand, please.
We need 3 of them, Mike. If we could get 3 tequilas to the announcer's booth.
What? And the Master Bladder's got them in formation. The pack is off and rolling, and here come your jammers. Lucky Harm and Venus Envy. Facing off against each other. Venus Envy down low. Lucky Harm getting a tap into the rail by Hell's Bells. Venus Envy trying to work it through the pack. Trying to get around even card. And Venus Envy breaks into the lead. Venus Envy is your lead jammer.
Mike, Lucky Harm still stuck behind a wall of putas there. Hell's Bell and Chola, the assistants to Cha-Cha, doing one heck of a job at keeping her at bay.
They've got a wall of putas that is shutting down Venus Envy right now as Ginger Scraps is polishing the Masonite there. Here comes Venus Envy. Ginger Scraps not letting her go by. She turns around into the
hard
rail
hit
hard.
there by Ginger Scraps. Mike sending Venus Envy into the rail.
She may or may not have gotten a point for that. We're not sure, but she gets around her now, and she's trying to now. They're setting up a wall of Cherry Bombs. And the officials are calling this one off with 5 seconds remaining. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs and 3 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Are there any puta fans here tonight? Putas Mordida!
And we are out of time in the third quarter.
Mike, our score for the third quarter, 45 points for Las Putas del Fuego, over 34 points for the Cherry Bombs. A little bit of a back and forth there at the end of the third quarter.
Strategy. They could do it, but the Putas del Fuego are a formidable force here tonight. I don't know. They certainly are not going to want to let it up.
Not at all. Very scrappy bunch, the Putas. Definitely going to want to hold on to that lead. They definitely want to hold on to their undefeated status for the season.
Speaking of scrappy bunch, they've got Cha-Cha as the jammer for the Putas del Fuego and the rookie sensation Lucky Harm Not nearly as scrappy as Cha-Cha, not the veteran skater that Cha-Cha is. Let's see what they can do. Cha-Cha going down low. Lucky Harm getting turned around in the rail, moving all the way to the back of the pack. Cha-Cha is in a wall of cherry bombs, trying to work her way through, trying to find an opening right here. Is Evelyn Carnett going down, and Lucky Harm breaks into the lead for the cherry bombs.
Mike, the Master Blader, calling off the jam, major penalty.
Holding up the black flag on Cherry Chainsaw. First major penalty of the evening.
Major penalty on Cherry Chainsaw for holding the jammer.
Ooh, can't do that.
Yeah, that's right, Mike. Holding the jammer, Cherry Chainsaw, major penalty.
And we will reskate that jam with the same jam set as before.
Mike Cha-Cha definitely saw that coming when she was being held down on the track, signaling for it the second she went down.
She didn't have her star on her helmet there and getting a little slow start out of the box.
Boy, you got a panty on your head.
She's trying to work it. Lucky Harm breaks in the lead for the cherry bombs once again. Magically malicious Lucky Harm is your lead jammer.
Mike, and it looks like we've got a replay exactly of this last jam. Cha-Cha still being held back in the pack by a wall of cherry bombs. Ginger Scraps doing her job to throw Cha-Cha off the side.
Cha-Cha finally getting through the back of the pack. Is Lucky Harm in a point scoring position. She goes by Lotta De Niro. Already putting 1 point on the board for the cherry bombs. Cha-Cha almost a lap behind. Lucky Harm taking hits left and right from Hell's Bells, trying to get around Miss America. Now she's got to get around Chola and calls off the jam, facing off against Chola. 3 points for the cherry bombs, 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego.
Mike, if the cherry bombs are going to win it, this is the girl that's going to help them do it. Lucky Harm putting the majority of the points on the board for the cherry bombs this evening.
And looks like Cherry Chainsaw is released from the penalty box for the end of that jam. The cherry bombs already in formation. They're ready to go. The Putas del Fuego having a little bit of indecision here, trying to figure out who's going to skate in this jam set here. You know, I've got to thank all our good friends from the Huns Rugby Club for doing our security here tonight. The 2005 and 2006 Texas State Rugby Champions. You see them in the orange shirts out here. We never have any problems when the Huns are in the house. And looks like Heathen and Chola. Chola putting 2 wheels off the track. She's trying to get around Lucy Cannon, getting squished. Oh, getting hard into the rail. And also Heathen polishing the Masonite there. Chola having to start all over again all the way to the back of the pack. And the jam is called off by the Master Blader. Oh, Heathen calls off the jam. 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 0 points for the cherry bombs.
How much, Marty?
Heathen called it off. Heathen called it off. Lead jammer. Lead jammer called it off. Lucy Cannon with some fans here. Cherry bomb fans here in Austin, make some noise! Cherry bombs! Venus Envy and Lucy Cannon, your jammers here as they are off and rolling. Lucy Cannon, the rookie sensation. One of the rookie skaters. Oh, and Lucy Cannon goes all the way through the pack. She slices through it like a hot knife through butter, Tim.
Mike, I still don't have that beer I ordered.
Venus Envy is your lead jammer. How she got around so quickly. Here they come to the point scoring position. Venus Envy and Lucy Cannon, the veteran, and the rookie. Last year's rookie, Venus Envy. Oh, calls off the jam after just scoring a couple points in a defensive move. 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego. Loca?
La Loca?
Loca. Loca. How many points for the cherry bombs? 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, just about 6 minutes remaining on the clock here in the fourth quarter and this game. We've got a 9-point advantage for the Putas.
Cherry Bombs put it in the Lucky Harm. Putas del Fuego with the veteran skater Cha-Cha there. Also getting Cha-Cha going down on one knee there, up and skating there, still side by side. It's Lucky Harm, your lead jammer, with Cha-Cha right behind her.
That's right, Mike. Lucky Harm in the first half putting 16 points on the board for the Cherry Bombs.
That's got to be their high score for the Cherry
team,
Bombs.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what she does as they come in a point scoring position. Blocker number 3, Cherry Chainsaw with a whip off the back. They come in the Hells Bells, not making it easy for Hells Bells, one of the most improved blockers of the season, not making it easy for the Lucky Harm. She gets by her. Lucky Harm trying to score up the point. She's using a whip off of Evelyn Carney, diving down to low Chauncey. And calls off the jam with a full jam with Cha-Cha at the back of the pack. 1 point for Las Putas del Fuego. 4 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, once again, Lucky Harm bringing this to a 5-point game. The Cherry Bombs only 5 points behind Las Putas del Fuego. 4 minutes and 45 seconds remaining. Cherry Bomb jammer Lucy Cannon a little slow to get on the track to face off against Chola again. Mike, not exactly sure what the trepidation was for. She bested her once, and let's see if she can do it again. The Cherry Bombs obviously need it right now, just 5 points behind Las Putas del Fuego.
That's right, with 5 points separating these two, Lucy Cannon could almost even it up. They're still side by side. She's staying on the track. She's very smart that way, trying to get around the rest of the Putas del Fuego. But Chola is your lead jammer. She's not having anything of it. It's Lucy Cannon trying to get around Sancha. Sancha being a formidable blocker and not letting her by. Now she's got to get some help from the Cherry Bomb blockers. As now Venus Envy teaming up on her and finally gets through the pack, albeit half a lap behind. Let's see what happens now as Chola comes into point scoring position.
Well, Mike, Cherry the Law at the back of the pack. Let's see if Chola can make her way past her quickly. Does not look like it. Hell's Bell looking to help her out with a bit of a screen.
And Chola calls off the jam.
Almost toying with Lucy Cannon.
0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Chola once again up at the jamming line, waiting for her next challenger. It looks like this time, Mike, it's going to be Heathen.
Her next victim.
Not
We
sure.
got some Heathen fans out there. Do we have any Cherry Bomb fans in the house tonight? Austin, Texas, make some noise for the Cherry Bomb.
Let's hear it for El Capitan de las Putas del Fuego, de Chola!
Let's see what happens now as they come through the back of the pack. Chola diving up and down. She's high. Chola is your lead jammer. Now Heathen all the way in the back of the pack. The Putas del Fuego are not having any of this new rush by the Cherry Bombs, as Chola coming in with a 5-point advantage with less than 3 minutes remaining. The back of the pack in a point scoring position. Chola's putting points on the board left and right, getting a whip off of Hills Bells. Fast America, Ginger Scraps, and at the front of the pack, calls off the jam.
13 seconds remaining, Mike, and Heathen still a far cry from getting to the back of the pack in point scoring position. Chola racking up a few more points for Las Putas del Fuego.
3 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Once again, the Putas are opening up the gap, bringing this to an 8-point advantage. 3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining on the clock. We have 2 minor penalties.
One on Hellsbell for holding and one on Stoli for pushing.
Stoli for tripping and Hell's Bell for holding.
I've seen you too much today, and Hell's Bell too. I feel a joust coming on.
Mike, it looks like we've got another joust situation here. Hell's Bell squaring off against Stoli Rocks. 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Spankmeister once again briefing the girls as to the proper way of the joust. I think he's getting tired of fixing the pugil sticks, Mike, as they have been used as hammers, hooks, javelins, and well, any other use you can think of for them.
Some I can't name right now, but
the first skater to go down, even on one knee, will lose this joust.
Oh, they both go down at the same time.
Mike, it looks like they went down at the same time. It's going to go down to the referees.
This is definitely not the size of the dog in the fight, but the size of the fight and the dog. It's Hell's Bell
right, Mike.
is all over her.
Hell's Bell single-handedly nearly clearing the Cherry Bomb bench, Mike.
Wow, one puta and all the cherry bombs.
This one's going to go to the referees. It looked like Hell's Bell might have gone down first. We're going to have to go to the referees to find out exactly what happened down there.
We have Cherry Chainsaw interfered with the penalty. The point goes to the Putas.
The cherry bombs will lose 1 point.
The referees, what they say is law. Cherry Chainsaw not too happy about that. Cherry Bombs to lose a point on that joust.
3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining, Tim. There's 9 points separating these two teams.
Well, Mike, once again, the go-to girl for the Cherry Bombs, Lucky Harm, squaring off against 2005 Rookie of the Year, Venus Envy. Lucky Harm herself up for that same award this season, Mike.
Let's see what happens as they come in the back of the pack. Both of them side by side, tied together. Oh, and Lucky Harm taken down on one knee there. Venus Envy breaks free from the pack as your lead jammer. Venus Envy, your lead jammer. Lucky Harm trying to get through. She gets to get around Cha-Cha, and she does. Now they come into the back of the pack in a point scoring position. Venus Envy calculating her moves here. Coming in the back of Cherry Chainsaw.
Mike, you ever notice that any time one of these teams comes up in a undefeated type situation, all the other teams start to root for the underdog?
Always.
A lot of holy rollers out there tonight rooting for the Cherry Bombs.
And they call off the jam, 0 points. And once again, Chola and Heathen facing off. Heathen with a bit of a trip and a bobble right there. Chola, the veteran skater, trying to get through. Oh, and getting
Mike Chola diving underneath Veruca Assault.
And Chola breaks into the lead. Heathen getting a little love tap from Sancha. Sancha goes on one knee on the infield, back up and rolling, and back in the middle of the pack. Now Chola comes into point scoring position with 30 seconds remaining in this jam. Here comes Chola at the back of the pack, slicing through them, trying to get around Ginger Scraps. She's run into a wall of Cherry Bombs and calls off the jam, minimizing her losses. 2 points for Las Putas del Fuego. The 0 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, you got another 2-lap duel. A lot of dinero to square off against the Cherry Bomb of their choice. 1 point on the line for the Putas del Fuego. No points at stake for the Putas. And it looks like they're going to bring in Lucy Cannons. A lot of dinero quickly pulling Lucy Cannon down to the Masonite. Lucy Cannon looks like she's switching it around, using it to her advantage, coming out on top.
And she's up and rolling. She's a speed skater.
That's right,
Let's see what she can do here now. She's already opened up a gap.
Very expediently throwing that Puta aside, finishing her first lap. 1 lap to go. Lada's really going to have to turn up the heat right here to hold on to that point for her Putas.
She's going to have to do something drastic here, but it's not going to work, as Lucy Cannon, who I've just been informed has a birthday at midnight.
Well, there you have it. Taking home the 2-lap duel right there with a birthday tomorrow. And a lot of dinero to lose 1 point for the Putas del Fuego.
A 9-point game here with 1 minute and 45 seconds.
Just under 2 minutes remaining here, Mike. It would look as if this game is in the bag for the Putas, but 9 points is not that much to score. in a minute and 45 seconds, and if anybody can do it, it could be Lucky Harm squaring off against the injured Venus Envy, skating like there's absolutely nothing wrong with her this evening.
Without a doubt, Venus Envy diving down low by the paint stripe, and she is working her way through the pack, getting mired up in a wall of cherry bombs and turnaround. Lucky Harm still staying on her feet with one skate off the track. Lucky Harm cannot call off this jam.
That's right, Mike. If Venus can get out of the pack, she has the advantage. Making her way by Evil Incarnate there. She is your lead jammer, Venus Envy, about half a lap behind Lucky Harm.
35 seconds remaining in this jam. Venus Envy looking a little bit winded right here. She's kind of slowing down. And calls off the jam before Lucky Harm can get to the back of the pack.
Mike calling it off when Lucky Harm was about 2 strides away from passing Miss Amerikill and putting a point on the board for the Cherry Bombs.
1 minute remaining in this bout.
Chola giving some words of encouragement there to Venus Envy. It's kind of how the Putas roll, Mike. They're like a cat just toying with a mouse.
And then all of a sudden, It's good to see former Puta lunatic clear on the directions on where we are tonight. The convention center. And the pack is off and rolling. This could be the last jam of the evening as the jammers are released.
Mike, 9-point advantage here for the Putas. Chola, one of the only skaters that we've seen to skate through the pack twice and score 8 points.
Oh, and Chola and Heathen break from the pack.
40 seconds remaining. Heathen's really got to turn on the speed here, Mike. But the pack is increasing their speed as well. The Putas trying to prevent Heathen from putting any points on the board. Chola's still nipping at her heels.
Here they come to the back of the pack. Oh, Heathen gets turned around in the rail. Chola calls it off. 1 point for the Cherry Bombs. 1 point for the Putas del Fuego. We've got 33 seconds remaining on the clock. Separate the Putas and the Cherry Bombs. The pack is off and rolling, and here come your jammers. The jam is on.
Mike, with the loss of Chingona early on in the third quarter and the loss of Jalapeno early on in the fourth, it doesn't even look like this is slowing the Putas down. Venus Envy skating with a broken toe, doing one heck of a job as a pivot.
Oh, and Lucky Harm breaks in the lead. Chola getting turned around again, still fighting her way through the pack.
Daisy made damage, a double team there from Veruca Assault, former teammate of Chola.
This jam is going the full minute as Lucky Harm is blazing into the back of the pack. Stoli Rocks there trying to open up a move there between Chola.
Mike, it's not often that you see Chola get lapped. Lucky Harm making her way through the pack.
And Lucky Harm calls off the jam. 0 points for Las Putas del Fuego. 3 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Mike, Lucky Harm calling off the jam, effectively ending the game. She still had 15 seconds to go, could have put some more points on the board, but it looks like the Putas are going to take this one home and remain undefeated for the 2006 season with a score of 53 points for Las Putas del Fuego to 46 points for the Cherry Bombs.
Ladies
Señoras y señoras, please welcome to the track, Las Putas del Fuego!
You know, once again, we'd like to thank our officials out here tonight, trying to keep some resemblance of order down there. The penalty refs, Sparky and Eva Knievel.
And also our point referees, La Loca and the Master Blader.
Down here keeping time, Smarty Pants. And the dance instructor herself, Miss Cheapskate.
Also like to thank our statistician tonight, Miss Punky Bruiser.
Overseeing all the milks, our new skate team here.
That's right, Mike. Want to thank our penalty mistress, Axel Rosie, and her assistant, Hawk. The Spankmeister Doc. We're trying to keep all of our mechanical situations at bay. Mike, we're going to be down at Headhunters, the corner of 8th and Red River, for the after party. Obviously, the Putas have something to celebrate with an undefeated season here in 06. They're making their way to the Cabello Cup. It will be interesting to see who they're going to square off against The outcome of the next bout next Sunday right here determines who they'll square off against in the Cabello Cup.
Go to the website TXRD.com for all your information, all the pre-sale outlets where you can buy tickets ahead of time.
That's absolutely right, Mike. The Putas have been calling for Putas 06 for quite some time, and it looks like Putas por Vida. We'll see you next week out here at the Convention Center. Music provided by Amplified Heat and Big Chris Gates and Gatesville as the Cherry Bombs square off against the 2005 Cabello Cup champion Rhinestone Cowgirls.
Also like to thank the Huns Rugby Club for providing security and our production team for setting up the track in a record time this evening.
That's right, Mike. In less than 6 hours, I believe it did set a record this time for setting that up. Also want to thank the good folks at Austin.com for providing our webcasting.
That's right.
And Mike, I'll see everyone down at Headhunters for the after party. So for the TXRD Lone Star Roller Girls, I'm Tim Murphy.
I'm Mike Whiteley.
Good night, Austin, Texas, wherever you are.